Yo, 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 yo. Okay. So, for those of you also wondering, how much push do we actually have to do? We don't even have to do all that much, right? We don't even have to do all that much because we have to do prophecy. I guess we have to push our gear dungeon, but we've done most of our pushing for day 2 already. Around, let me think, around 13 hours ago when we did our main account and also day 2. But this is what we're currently at, and yeah, this is our day 2. We have one at 85, everybody else stuck on the 80 line. I mean, we can sort by level real quick, and you see we have one character at 85 and then a bunch of characters on 80, which we most likely will be able to resolve by reset. Nightmare only got top 4% in competition, was crazy. It's not over yet. You might even drop further. Like, for example, me personally, we're down to number 6. Oh no. So we might have to set a better score today if we want the extra gems, right? Every place we go higher, it's 300 gems. Yo, lizard wizard, oi oi. So yeah. Also, do you want to see something in advance? I need to see some yeses. Do you want to see what I've planned for you? What video I've planned for you in 2.5 hours? Do you already want to see a little bit of a advance hint of what you can look out for in 2.5 hours? Yeah? You're going to like it. You're going to like it. Let me show you. This is what you're going to get in just 2.5 hours. Fully prepared, fully chaptered, everything. Everything for the next 3 weeks. Really happy with that one. It is going to be an absolute pleasure to watch. That thing is beautiful. Beautiful, trust me. But yeah. I published that thing in like 2.5, right? So I don't want to publish during reset because everybody has better things to do on reset. So I'll be doing it on like an hour after reset, for like time scale wise. So for now, let's briefly talk about, for those of you that weren't here, what did we achieve? Why are we looking the way we're looking? So, fact number 1, our Blue Dawn summons are trash, okay? Our Blue Dawn summons are trash. We've done 160 summons within the last 2 days, or like 9 hours of gameplay. We pulled a Thibault guarantee, then we took 30 to get a Gilrain, then another 50 to get a Cecia, 20 for a Thibault, 40 for nothing, right? The last 40 were absolute duds. Our Blue Dawn summons are garbage, hot garbage. On the other hand though, it looked like we were looking at hot garbage for the normal summons too, but we did start off with a Tihati. Then we got a 10 pull nothing, 10 pull nothing, 10 pull nothing, 10 pull nothing. You see how this was kind of already shaping up to be pretty terrible. Then we got another ancestor. So within 60 summons, we got 2 ancestors. And then came the real redemption arc. This triple order of summons. These 3 10 pulls back to back to back took us from 0 to hero, right? From, oh shit, what are you doing? Maybe you should reroll to, we're back in business, baby. So, bing, bang, boom. Exactly. So we are now sitting on 2 ancestors. We have Daikalo maxed out, level 200. And yeah, that's the base we're working with. Other noticeables are we managed to get a acapella from a free shard, and we picked up Starry-Eyed Iona from the selector. So that is how we were able to get our greedy hands on all these beautiful things. Yeah, pretty much. So let's make sure we upgrade every gear properly. There we go. Yep, we did get saved quite heavily by those summons. And for now, as I said, we're kind of stuck because we've pushed to level 80 fully, so we have our characters already prepared. We just need a whole bunch of Divine Blood. But we'll be able to solve that problem with like the daily reset happening and such. Campaign wise, we've made it to chapter 9 already. We can probably push a bit more, so why don't we? Yeah, so we've made it to like chapter 9. We're somewhere stuck in hard chapter 1. And yeah, this is the team we're rocking. We have a Stereite, we have a Tihati, we have a Daikalo and a Jester. Let me see. Is Van Helsing bad with Stereite Aeona because of the move? You can still use them together with her. You just preferably don't want to use Stereite's ultimate in a way that puts Van Helsing closer to the enemies or while he's ulting. Like, if you can avoid these scenarios, you will run into absolutely no problems. Help with chapter 12, the NPC we were supposed to protect is so stupid. Yes, you just have to pull him back and back and back and back and back and back again. Right? That's just the way of things. Second account, so bing bang boom. Yes, indeed, it just goes bing bang boom. But yeah, you just have to throw as many healings from Acapella, from Stereite his way as possible. Or you could just try to eliminate what is killing him. Right? That might also be a valuable or valid tactic. As you've seen, our BP in around 9 to 10 hours of gameplay is up to around 18,000. So we have a semi-realistic shot of at least beating the Nightmare mode for the Lamia event. Now, on the other hand, the Nightmare mode for the Daikalo event ends at around 33,000 BP. So that one is definitely going to be the more critical of the two, because if I remember correctly, the Lamia event does end at around 30, right? It does end around at around 30, so yeah.
December.
It's finally my turn. Moonlight.
Well, we kind of wasted the Stereite there a little bit. But yeah. Daikalo is just such a disgusting cheat code. Like, one of the reasons why Bella feels so good is because she has that stun, but Daikalo just does it cheaper and with even better range. Also, her damage is really spicy.
Come from.
Yep, our campaign, yeah, like considering the fact that it's only day 2, we are quite high already, yeah. So we might very well run into a roadblock within like the next couple of stages, and probably won't be able to proceed for at least some time. So I don't expect us to make like any super crazy pushes that fast anymore, right? Alright, let's wait for them to charge. Come on. There you go. I knew you wanted to do that. But yeah, Jestil is serving us fantastically as a tank. Even though we have a Friedrich just running Jestil, it just works. Right? She defends nicely against Finnicle, yeah. Against physical damage, we'd have the taunt / interrupt if we ever need it. Though we rarely run into situations where we do. Yeah, we're looking quite good. I think we can fight up to like a, what, maybe 20% deficit? We'll definitely be able to do a little bit. So considering that we have 17,500 BP, I think we can like fight up like 3k total maybe, if we're lucky. You got Lami and Daikao to 3 stars, level 160 cap. Sure, still try pulling them or save gems for the next hero. I mean, they enter the Echo shop, they enter the normal shop, they enter every single shop on the 16th. So you might as well hold on to your summons and just get the last copies there. How's the new account going? Really, really well. Like, we have a Dalcalo on level 200, we have pulled 2 Ancestors, we've got ourselves an Acapella and a Stereoid already, so the only thing we're really missing... do I still have a spot in the main guild? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Unfortunately, I cannot be on both accounts at the same time. So what we're kind of looking at is a situation in which I have no idea. But if a spot is open, you can apply, and if you're the... like most what's the word, most qualified member, then you'll obviously get accepted, or the most qualified applicant. But we probably have a spot somewhere in one of our guilds, just hard to say which one. Damn, look at that. I could have okay, we might still lose, but this is the last wave. Come on, come on, come on, let's go! That was close, very close. Hey, we beat 9-3. Wasn't that like one of the requirements? We need to beat 9-5. Oh. Daikalo's damage is really nice, but do not underestimate T Hearty. Even though it doesn't look like much, I can show you a damage recap at the end of the stage. But what you're going to notice is, even though it doesn't look like anything, all these like extra pestilences and poisons from the misses really turn into quite a lot. Literally at the last brink. Yep. This is what you call a proper fight. Oh, come on, look at this. We have our healers finish the job. Damage dealer Acapella, damage dealer Stereoid. That's how it goes. Yeah, okay, this is a bad example, right? Because Hearty just got kind of shredded. And dude, our Jester got annihilated. Did you see that even? Like, that was maybe a bit too much. I really thought she would be a bit more resistant. Shouldn't it have been physical damage? She really just disappeared in a blink. No discussion. She really just disappeared like that. Okay, do we have any special dailies we need to do within like the next 1.5? We have an expedition we can claim, which is cute. Oh yeah, for those of you wondering, our observatory. We're finished with the observatory for the foreseeable future. I guess we can invest one more. So we went to 6-2. Okay, now we're finished. Now we're finished. We mainly have the dispatch rating difficulty, but the most important part right here was the 5 transfusion slots, so that we don't really run into any issues. Like, realistically speaking, we don't need more than 10 slots. Why don't you level ups on light armor and stuff? In general, I don't really like to spend a bunch of money on armor upgrades. But on what I do spend upgrades is on my DPSs. So on our DPSs we upgrade the helmet and the ring. These ones just don't give us many stats, so that's why we don't really touch those. And yeah, you see our helmets are like on like level 2. But that's as far as we can go, and we'll also get a big influx of gear once we beat the gear dungeon. Oh, the castle. Look at our current situation. Our main level up awakening thing is only level 4. So I was kind of kept. I had to wait for the idle system to give us the base materials because I wasn't able to use these coins. And I kind of wanted to wait, you know. I wanted to do it all at the same time. Once we can actually buy out, for example, the Lamia event shop. and then we just basically buy this all out and then just do it just like that, you know? Just like get everything up, get a massive power boost and feel good. That was kind of the game plan. On the note of game plan though, I wonder if we could already beat L112. We're close. We're close. Yes, we got Lamine on our free-to-play too. Yeah, we got her on summon 60 for whatever reason. Why do I look so weird? Whatever. We take it. How to pin a vessel?
Come too close. I don't want you to get hurt.
It's what I like to call the favorite system. So just next to the name you can set a star and then they always stay right here. Who's the best assassin? I would say it's probably Gilrain, not Spectre Gilrain. Thank you so much, no problem. Do I pull for Lamia? I don't think I will. I probably won't be pulling for her, but I will be putting her on my wish list in the Blue Dawn summons. Because most of our gems for now will probably be used up to make sure we can buy out the events. So we need around 1,800 gems total if we want to buy all the extra cards. And yeah, I kinda I'm not quite sure what I want to do. Maybe I'll even go for a couple more Dalcarlos. But for now, I'm not going to do a temple as soon as I get 3,000 gems. That's kind of the situation I'm in. Oof. Look at these stacks. You see this? You see this damage from Tihati's Pestilence stacks? She didn't even ult. It was just raw. Like the concept of 500% attack every 2 seconds from the Pestilence stacks is huge.
March. It has been 12 years since we found Amy.
It's finally my turn.
But yeah, our Jester really kinda gets executed? Yeah, that's probably the right word. She kinda just gets executed. Oh, that's bad. Yep. How do you do the level 36 to 40 mausoleum? I place 3 on the left and 2 on the right, but the enemies keep slipping in. Use fighters or a tank. Like, use a tank and then a lot of ranged units, but just make sure you have a ground unit on both sides, because that is what allows you to block. Because the bonus for the stage says increases the amount of units that heroes can block for warriors and tanks. So try to use more melee units if you're struggling and letting too many people pass. Ice! Hi. Literally got 3 as song, 1 multi, 1 of them was trans. No, GG's. Bro's catching up again, gotta spam story now. Yep. I be getting you. There's no escape. Maybe the reason why Hati survives so long is just because of Starry-Eyed. Maybe we should put Starry-Eyed onto the actual unit that gets shielded. That's a lot of damage. For now, Tinoa or Tihati? Tihati. With like current content and usefulness in set content, Tihati. Come on, put the fries in the bag. There we go.
March.
The tentacles are the bane of your existence. Understandable. They aren't very liked. T-Amy or Tihati? Tihati. Yeah.
It's finally my turn. It's finally my turn.
Now then, unleash the devil.
Moonlight revelation.
Your the flow of time and return with one sword. Revel in death.
Listen to fate's solo performance.
The flow of time and return with one sword. Kids, come in. Revel in death's embrace.
What are the odds that Daikalo clutches this? Not that high, okay. You only got a T-Amy? That's not bad. T-Amy is a good unit. Well, after we finish the free-to-play, will we go over to our main for Prophecy? Yeah, we'll definitely do a Prophecy push today. Yeah. We'll definitely see if maybe we can climb a couple spots. But I have to make a very heavy decision. And that is, do I use my ancestral coffin on Tihati? Yeah, that is, who's the best mage/AoE other than Lamia? I guess Daikalo at the moment. But no, it's somewhere between Daikalo, Cecia, Theobald. Yeah, it's probably between those three.
Leave it to me.
They obviously want us to use the fire to burn the melee units.
My turn.
But these tentacles are just annoying.
Revelation. Revel in death's
Come at me.
embrace.
I can't play. Come at me.
Look at that range. Look at that range. No brainer? Yeah, but I kept the coffin for so long. Why can't I hold on it a little longer? Does the fire do damage to your units or just the enemy? I think it's both. So don't stand in fire
My turn.
if you can avoid it.
Leave it to me.
As you wish. Now then, unleash the devil. Revel in death's embrace. Against the flow of time and return with one sword. Revel in death's embrace.
I can't.
Revel in death's embrace.
Yeah. Are we gonna need Seth on future HP block situation? I mean, you can hold on to Coffin for future as it only gems that makes a difference here. Exactly. Like, that is why I don't. Like, I can probably maybe push like... So we have to look at it realistically. So we are at 28.2 million. This scores from around 2... Yeah, this is like from 2 or 3 days ago. After that, we haven't yet made an extra push. And if we want to jump to number 1, we would have to add on top pretty much another 10%. Otherwise, if we want to break into like top 3, we would need to add on top of it like 0.6 million. And that's not too easy. That is not too easy. But if you look at our teams still performed really well besides Team 3, right? Like our Team 1 and our Team 2 are pretty much higher than anything anybody else has, but our Team 3 is kind of what holds us back. Why can't you reset your vessel skills? It was a temporary event, but they did say it is meant to come back. So I'm still having hopes that we get it during the summer event, or at least within like the next couple of weeks. It's a weird call. They should have left it in permanently. Like just slap a 10 gem cost onto it. Oh, you know what? 10 gem cost might be too little, because you could then just like invest all your characters into your main DPS, pay 10 gems, take all the rewards out, put it into another character, fully boost that up, use them, 10 gems, take it away. So yeah, I don't know, there's something that we have to do with that. Yeah, our Team 2 score is nice, and you know what? Our Team 2 score is only going to get better if we actually attempt it again. But I'm still so sad about our Wrestler score. Still so sad about our Wrestler score. Like Wrestler could be doing so much more. But yeah. Again, it's like I don't know how much we can get with this team at the bottom there. Maybe like 8 million tops. So we have, like, look at this, we have 10.2 and 11, and if we look at the highest, you have 12.9. We can get somewhere close there. And then 9.4 and 8.7. Number 2 has 10, 10, 10, 9. And then number 4, 9, 10, 10. So yeah. How to use multiple teams? You play Nightmare mode, you go in, you use Team 1, you lose a flame, and then you can just take the gear off your first team, take the artifacts off your first team, put everything on your second team with different units, and then go into Flame 2, and then obviously Flame 3. Van Helsing or Tinoa, for what purpose? No, they get leveled up. They get leveled up to level 200 during Nightmare mode anyway. So it's not a problem of us having a... It's not a problem of us having a level 1 unit. Hey, I am Munzi. Hello, hello. Clearing story. Van Helsing is a bit clunky for the story, because you cannot always guarantee that his ultimate does actually end up converting into a kill. So both are about equally as useful, I would say.
Hope leads to the star.
Alright, we have attachments to do. Stuck in 13.3. You could give me some information about 13.3, but I don't remember 13.3 as anything particularly remarkable.
Now that you
So it's not like I have like a strategy in mind that can magically make you clear it.
Now you'll use this power. Now that you wield the staff, I'm curious to see how you'll use this power.
You just want more summons from the next event. I don't think we're gonna get 53 summons again, but we're obviously going to get some form of like extra summons through login rewards and such. That's no doubt. So should we only max our DPS and ring helmet for gear because we can feed it into the next rarity once we unlock it? Usually that's what I've been doing for the moment, because the benefits you get from upgrading a chest piece are so minimal that it's not really worth it. Okay, we had to like move here, make this guy walk onto the button, and then just do it again. So yeah, I mean you can upgrade everything, but I just like to upgrade rings and helmets because they give the biggest attack boost. And then, yeah, obviously feed it into the higher rarity. You've pulled Lamia 4 times and Daikalo 1 time, saved 40k blood. Do I use it for Daikalo or new units from some event?
It's finally
You could do more summons on Daikalo, but we don't know what the other summer event units are doing, right? We only know about Lorelei, and for Lorelei we don't even know the multipliers. So yes, you might say, oh, Lorelei is an instant skip, but she's probably going to be very dominant in PvP with the sleep and the way sleep works. And then also, depending on how her modifiers work. Like, for example, what if her ultimate lasts for 20 seconds and extends by 5 seconds every time she gets a kill? All of a sudden, that is completely different to an ult that lasts 5 seconds and extends by 1 second every time you get a kill. So we just don't know enough yet. PC client is way smoother, and you can also jack it up to 90 FPS if you want to in the settings, which you cannot do on an emulator. And you also have the ultra graphic setting, as well as like in general enhanced graphics. No, wait. I think we're meant to use her to fly over. No, or we could just walk. Yeah. Or we could just walk. 2 hours. I'll upload this in 2 hours. For those of you curious, you can, if you want to set yourself a timer, but 2 hours exactly, you'll be getting all the juice. All the juice. I hope I'm actually doing something right here. I'm just kind of going by feeling rather than really knowing what the fuck I'm doing. But we should be fine if we just fly. Yeah, it should be simple enough.
finally my turn.
My team comp Bella, Lamia, Acapella, Daikalo, Van Helsing, Iona. Should I change Bella to Transcendent Amy? No, you don't have to. You can if you want to play with Transcendent Amy, and it might be useful in stages where you have a lot of magic damage enemies, but you can also just stick with the same formation. But if you want to use T-Amy, sure, you can swap Bella out. That's totally up to you. Alright, nice. At least we're not, like, doing too badly here. After 1440, Amy seems to work better than Bella. Depends, if there's a lot of magic damage happening, sure. Or if you, like, synergize it well together with the Daikalo, where you just bunch up the enemies and do a bunch of fun stuff. Yeah, I can see that. But, you know, for the most part, tanks really are more of, like, a preference thing rather than a strict requirement. Good that we've done this before. Otherwise, we might be running into some issues, you know? Luckily for us, we've played these games before, so they say. Artifact can make her tanky and other units need mid-armor can take benefit from it. Yeah, you can definitely get more going if you need less medium armor. And also, yeah, from 14.4 you definitely get a jump in Bella's power. Is there a comparison showing how much stronger a character gets when going from 0 2 copies to 4 than to 11? It's not the same for every single character. It's not the same for every single character. But in general, the stat boosts you get from the first awakenings or first siphons are stronger than the last ones. And something I'm kind of noticing more and more is the further you get into the game, the less important awakenings or siphons become. Because, for example, let me give you an example, okay? Imagine a Van Helsing at level 141 at, let's say, level 200 maxed, right? Level 141 Van Helsing, level 200 maxed, level 200 maxed. If you increase the awakening of the 200 to 1, to like the special circle 1, you know what I mean? Just get an extra copy. This Van Helsing is obviously higher than the earlier one. But if this Van Helsing just increases his level by like, I think it's 3 levels, going from 141 to 144, all of a sudden the higher level Van Helsing has higher stats than the higher siphon Van Helsing. Like, the stat gain... So the big reason why it's not as important is because the stat gain isn't percentage based, it's flat stats. But obviously it's still nice to have. Why no free summons on Daikalo on new accounts? Because it was a special event meant to celebrate the 10th release day of the game, going day 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So it was 5 days of 10 free summons each. That was just the choice the devs made. But also, considering the fact that there's always new servers getting added, like for example ours. We are on here 10,016 and the highest player on this server is, let's see, yeah, level 40. So like maybe a day, maximum like 2 days ahead of us. The ones you're like on a server with, they also missed out on the reward, if that makes you feel like any better or something. It's not a random server, it's like one of the newer-ish. Like for example, I've also... Like every time you log out of an account, you create like a new instance, and the latest new instance actually said 10,021. But you always get matched with people like, I don't know, maybe a day or maybe 2 ahead at maximum. But I don't know how the whole server thing works. That's something you gotta ask the devs. I didn't study serveriology. Yes, that's it. I did not study serveriology. Alright, let's upgrade the artifact. And let's give ourselves a nice BP boost. Right here. Alright, looking pretty good.
From atop the tower, all I can see is destruction.
Okay, we're kind of stuck in I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say we're stuck, but we are definitely in more of a tight spot.
Leave it to me.
As you wish. This is
Maybe we just need to split up the DPSs a bit more. Oh, there we go. 7-day-old server? Yeah, I have no idea. But also, realistically speaking, it does not make a difference in which server you land. Like, the only benefit is a frame, right? And you're never going to get the frames anyway unless you want to spend money, and no matter where you get sent, you could always just spend money if you want the frames. Like, it's not like there's like gem rewards or the like on the line, you know? I've been trying so hard to get 5 level 100s for transfusion, but you're stuck, only get 4 to 5 100s level. Any advice? Have you done the event shop method yet? Because that is the main way to easily break through transfusion AAT 100 and 120. And that is by buying these extra entries for the event stages right here. And then going into the nightmare mode, which we'll obviously... wait, yeah, we still have that unlocked, like, which we'll obviously get to, and then you can play a similar stage to this, and you're going to get around 200 hours worth of divine blood, and then you can use that to like break through these transfusion level barriers. And the same is true not just for the far side of the moon event, but also for the As Tears Fade into the Sunset event. Yeah, there's certain events where you compete with like server-ish based, arena is like everybody. It's, yeah, it's a bit mixed. What is Divine Blood? I don't know about this, I have some. Divine Blood is what you need to be using to break through level 100, right? Like Divine Blood is the currency needed. Like for example, for us, we're currently stuck on 80 and we need this Divine Blood currency to break through to level through to the next level. Or are you referring to the transfusion system? Because for the transfusion system, if you want to get people over level 100, you can just put in SR characters. Like for us, we have SR characters here, and we can level these up to level 160 before we need to swap them. So yeah, whatever might be your issue, this should actually resolve it mostly.
October.
It's finally my turn.
Moonlight revelation.
Even for free to play, you've done 4 days worth, lol. Yeah, the events, like you cannot compare like the global launch to someone starting with the events already active. But yeah, we've been quite productive. Also, depending on how long I take here, someone please remind me when we have 30 minutes left, because we still need to do prophecy and we need to do our gear dungeon runs. So yeah, I would ask of you to remind me when there's 30 minutes left, so that I can properly work on those dailies. We might even have to do like time 1 mausoleum.
We still have a long journey ahead.
Alright, let me actually check out the stages. So we finished every single EX stage. Not yet. Okay, not quite true. But we did get ourselves a stereoid, so... I heard a lot of complaints, right? I heard a lot of complaints always in regards to 8.7. So why don't we actually take on 8.7 properly, huh? How about that? Sounds like a good idea. Let's see if we can one-tap this trial.
Moonlight revelation. The flow of time. And revel in death's embrace.
Listen to fate's solo performance.
The flow of time. And
Revel in death's embrace.
you're
Listen to fate's solo performance.
the flow of time. And return what once was. Kiss of revel in death's embrace.
Yeah, see? The tentacle level isn't even all that bad.
Of my return from hell.
Too little brain cells for Dutchman's revenge. Yeah, like either later today or tomorrow, I'll just be putting out every single Dutchman's Revenge in like one video. So you can, wherever you're stuck on, you can just go there, you can just check out how we did it, you can just copy it and then never have to worry about it as much again. Oh damn, I really thought we were close to 9-8, but if you look at how many stages we've done, we still need like half the chapter. Does it change anything if we do Prophecy last day, or should it do daily like Nightmare? The Nightmare you don't have to do daily. It's just one-time score. So make sure you set it before it runs out later today. I mean, Prophecy runs out like 4 hours before reset. So make sure you at least get one Prophecy run set up, your highest score possible, but you don't have to play it every day. Are there daily rewards for Time 1? Yes, there are daily rewards for Time 1. That is, if you play Time 1 and then down here. So Time 1 requires you to play the highest stage of Time 1 Mausoleum, and then you can collect a reward based on what your highest stage cleared for the day is.
It's finally my turn.
Become my nourishment.
It's finally my turn.
Leave it to me. Resistance is futile.
Listen to Fate's solo performance.
Still no Van Helsing? No. But we'll get him at some point. At the latest, we'll get him once we hit 300 summons. But I'm not too worried about it. It's not like we need him for anything specific. I can get all the rewards at one go, right? You don't have to do it daily. You just have to get the highest stage, right? You just have to clear the highest stage daily, and then you so pick the highest stage you have unlocked, clear it once per day, and then collect your today's reward. Yeah. So you basically you have to prove every day that you are in fact capable of clearing the highest unlocked stage for you. You love Stereotype Iona teams in Arena. Bunch them up for my VH to nuke all at once. Yeah, you know, I really like fighting VH in Arena though. You just smash a good old Augustine in his face and he's basically done for. Just smash a good old Augustine and he's cooked. I hope to make more Time War levels. Oh, yeah, I mean, there's enough Time War Mausoleum levels, and they'll also introduce more based on campaign progression, but I think what you're referring to is more game modes using the Time War Mausoleum style of gameplay. Definitely, definitely. Like this whole roguelike artifact deck builder plus increased abilities, it is quite nice. Now, for those of you curious, how exactly did we end up in a situation with Hearty gaining, Hearty putting the pestilence on someone on the other side of the map? I have no idea, right? I don't know. But what I do know is that we have to start getting some a cappella ults out, otherwise we're going to lose Hearty. A free ult cost for a cappella plus also enhanced effect. Very nice. There we go. There's a bag. Yes, yes, you can just store items if you don't have enough space. You can also delete them if you have no space at all. We pulled for Daikalo. We pulled for Daikalo 70 summons total. No, 80. It's either 21 or 24,000 gems. It's one or the other. I don't know. It's between the two. Perfect. Let's collect the extra daily reward. Get some achievements going. Some extra currency. And also we're going to be using this one to give ourselves more purple knowledge so that we can work on upgrading all our main DPSs towards like level 4 maxed out abilities. So you see we already have that done for Hearty. So we can now just get some extra upgrades right here. And potentially some upgrades for Acapella. Yeah. Perfect chart! I need some predictions. Come on. Who are we getting? Van Helsing would be a dream come true, but there's also still a couple other heroes that would be nice to have. Maz, Cecia, Amy, Helsing, Hearty, VH, Gilrain, Darcius, Joanne or Hearty, Gilrain, Maz, Agaris, Triss, Maz, regular Hearty, Ressa, Maz for the masses, Maz for the masses!
Support our business. Are you here to buy something? Or to become
That is probably even bigger than a Van Helsing for us. This is probably even bigger. Probably even bigger than a Van Helsing. So, yeah. Easy. So, yeah, quality over quantity. We are doing very well for ourselves. Very well. Very well. Very happy. Yeah, probably the best thing it could have been if, like, maybe Van Helsing comes close. But, yeah. So I guess we're again going to run into medium armor issues. Happens. Happens. Medium armor issues. Hey, in exchange for a Bella, we take those, right? We can stomach some medium armor issues in exchange for having access to a Bella. So with that, we also have a special we want to upgrade next, and that is going to be Bella Special, so that we can get higher percentages, higher multipliers on Bella.
Is something troubling you? You can confide in me.
Okay, how many minutes? Oh, 45 minutes, nice. Should you use your perfect shots now or after the update? Okay, important for all of you to know. After the update on the 17th,
The longest journey.
Daikalo and Lamia enter the perfect charts instantly with the way things are looking. So if you want a chance at Daikalo or Lamia copies, you can save your perfect charts. Right? So, yeah. Might be a good / not so bad idea. Don't forget about Artifact. Oh yeah, we weren't able to use it because we didn't have someone to use it on. Perfection!
credit.
That is sweet. Yeah, our team is looking really, really good. Hearty, Bella, Acapella, Starry-Eyed, and Daikalo. Very nice team. You just need Seth. You'll probably get Seth from the 450 selector at some point, right? Getting 5 out of 6 Transcendence, that is big business. Big business. Okay, we have 45 minutes. What can we push?
A fulfilling day indeed.
Let's try story one more time. We now have extra Bella support. When did we get Stereoid? We picked it from the 150 selector. We picked Stereoid as the 150 selector, so we didn't actually summon her.
All raw materials for my merchandise.
You're finished. It's finally my
Tower? Oh, yeah. But tower we can push whenever we really need to, right? Tower we can push whenever we really need to. Here we would actually gain some like tangible benefits if we do manage to make it a bit further.
That's not a customer.
I presume the 3 out of 3 part of tower's done? No. We're too weak. Or at least we were too weak. Like, we can check it out, but I think it said like 15k BP. And keep in mind, we have very limited transfusion slots and the like. So depending on the faction, we are probably not going to be able to do it. So, Kingdom Tower. Let's have a look. Tips on how to get better gear. Yeah, just push as hard as you can for the tower completion. Come on, fix yourself. Push as hard as you can for Tomb of the Fallen, right? That's the only thing you can do. And outside of that, obviously play story to unlock more Tomb of the Fallen stages. And also make sure you play it daily. So yeah, look at this, 12,900 BP. I'm not even gonna bother with it. You just got 2 copies of Transcendent Noah. Should I use the selector to get his last copy, or should you get another Ancestor instead? 300 selector Van Helsing, or save for later 3-starring for 160? Well, just get a Van Helsing. Just get a Van Helsing and don't look back. Just get a Van Helsing with your 300 selector. That's also what we are probably going to do. We're going to get to our 300 selector, we're going to get Van Helsing, and we're not going to look back.
It's finally my turn.
Yeah. So main goal for now, try to see how far we can get in the story. Push, yeah, see how far we can get in the story. Wait for daily reset. Obviously we also have to do our prophecy and our gear dungeon. But the farther we can get in story, maybe we get like a nice gear piece that helps us get a fragment higher. But yeah, the big boost is going to come from us hopefully breaking through the 100, the 80 wall towards the 100 wall with the resources from daily reset. I thought the 160 wall would have been relevant, but with just monthly and battle pass, I already have passed it at level 120. Yeah, exactly. See, that is the thing. Everybody always compared this game to Nike and was like, oh, but the 160 wall is so scary and such. With the amount of summons with the getting, with the 100% guaranteed SSR perfect charts, with everything else added on top of that, I never really thought anybody was gonna have a lot of problems accumulating 5 different SSRs at 4 total copies. Especially considering the fact that we're not even close. Like, on our big money moves account, we aren't even at the 160 wall yet. We haven't even broken through to 140 fully. So the only time the 160 wall becomes relevant is if you have enough resources to break every character from 160 into 161. And that is still going to take like a week, 2, maybe 3 for most players, maybe even 4. Van Helsing or I see Iona for 300. I have Seth, but I'm conflicted on who to choose. Ooh. Van Helsing or Starry-Eyed Iona, you do have a Seth. Why are you in this situation? Like, preferably you just want to have both. Like, can you get both somehow? This shouldn't be a choice you have to make. Like, I really wish you can get one of them before you actually have to make your pick. Like, just get one and then pick the other. That would be the best outcome, you know? Van Helsing a cappella or Stereo Diona? A cappella. It's the Divine Blood that's gonna be the killer if you ever ever not go all in on Divine Blood all the time for every choice. Yes, Divine Blood is the big roadblock, and that is something that gets underestimated quite easily. Yeah, like for the story, Van Helsing isn't all that great, but for everything else outside of like just normal story progression, Van Helsing is pretty fucking amazing. Okay, how many minutes? 22 minutes. So let's do Gear Dungeon, and then after Gear Dungeon, we can attempt... yeah. Let's do Gear Dungeon, and after Gear Dungeon, we can attempt Prophecy and see if maybe we can beat 2 stages. 2 stages of Prophecy would be huge, but I'm doubtful. I'm doubtful of our capabilities to facilitate such a change. Lot of spooky big words, you know? A lot of spooky big words. Makes it sound important.
It's finally my turn.
Now then, unleash the devil.
How to see how much blood a vessel ult costs for best results? Define best results. I mean, you can just go into the gallery, click on a character, and then it's going to show you the cost below the name of the ability. But you might be talking about something completely different, and if you are, then I'm sorry. Oh, really? We were so close to breaking through that fucking barrier. There we go. Yep, don't forget to consider it an honor to be granted death by her hand, you know? Fragment 7, you know what? Fuck it, we ball. Fragment 7, day 2. That is good enough. Even though, wouldn't we get like a little more on Fragment 8? Let's just run a normal run. Maybe we can make it to Fragment 8. But not that likely. And also considering the fact that we only unlock the next dungeon on 12/8, getting Fragment 7 with us being in Chapter 9, that's definitely something we can work with. Did a test in time one pretty damn good? Yep, I mean he is a laser shooting maniac. That is for sure. You also got the RT upgrade? Nice. Yeah, Van Helsing is Van Helsing, right? He's just built different. I only completed this boss when you got to chapter 12.5. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're unfamiliar with the boss, right? So it's a lot of factors, but it's mostly the fact that I've played these games before. Alright, come on. There we go. Also, what we're mainly doing here is, you notice how we don't spend any extra blood during the moon, so that we go in well rested. You could say well prepared for the next phase of enemies. So that definitely helps. Also, sometimes Lamine just doesn't quite want to do what you want her to do. That's just Lamine things. Let's hope we can rotate to another Daikalo ult, which we can. Perfect. Let's give ourselves some shielding. Okay. We're again going to die against hypertension. Is what it is. We just don't quite have the damage. Just don't quite have the damage. Ooh, let's check out what we got. Light armor, light armor. 4 upgrade materials. Light armor, white flower. Tier 6 tank piece, heavy armor. We cannot use that. Some medium armor pieces and a light armor tier 5 ring. Sweet, sweet. Another one.
It's not enough. I've yet to reach my limit.
Oh, tier 6 light armor. Nice. A light armor tier 5 headband, light armor amulet, some medium armor pieces, tier 5 medium armor. Yep, nice, nice. And lastly,
with the chariot in hand.
oh, tier 6 ring with tier 6 amulet, some extra pieces. Not bad. Not bad at all. Tomb of the Fallen reward. Let's check out the upgrades. So gear priority obviously goes back on Hearty. So this is the best medium armor gear we currently have to show for ourselves. Bunch of blue pieces. So this ring we can now feed the ring we've upgraded before, which is this one. You see how this is like a level 3 medium armor ring? We can now feed it and you see, okay, it's not great, but it's at least enough to bring us to level 2. Alright, then let's check out our... That is pretty good looking. That is pretty good looking. So let's see, here we can go to level 2. Maybe this one can go to level 3. Alright. And then... Did we over gamble ourselves a bit with gear pieces? Maybe, maybe. Let's check out our Stereoid. Oh no, better set our Bella first. Bella. Dude, we're running way too many sets of medium armor, huh? It's a lot.
May I have a
Okay, and then the second DPS set also full blue. Sweet. Hey, Lim Hikalo, what's up? What's up? So half an hour left before reset. Nice. And yeah, general upgrades you can see helmet and ring on Hati. Here nothing because it's only our secondary DPS set. And then again helmet ring. We could if we wanted to upgrade this set a bit further. But we're only going to do the headpiece. This is a bit too much. Okay, let's first get our tank sorted. Just in case that we ever need a tank. Let's make sure we do save the heavy armor pieces. Yeah, let's put it on Friedrich. Looks pretty solid. So can we still go to level... What is it? Level 2? Yeah, let's go to level 2. Nice. Alright. What did you miss? We got a T-Hati on our first premium summon, Lamine on our 60th. So 3,000 gems, 18,000 gems. And then we also got some good old Del Carlos. When should you start upgrading gear? As soon as you get to blue quality. Like for example right here. But you can start from the very first piece. Because pieces do not lose EXP. They don't lose EXP. The higher... Okay. See it like this. The higher your gear piece, the more important it is to upgrade. For example, look at our helmet, okay? Keep this in mind. Daily reset is in 27 minutes. Look at the stats, okay? Medium armor, 168 attack. Tier 5, 168 attack. Now let me show you an example of a higher level piece. Tier 6, 240 attack. Tier 8, 650 attack. Let's see, do we have a tier 7 somewhere? Tier 7, 400 attack. So the higher your tiers, the more effect you get. But you do still get a bonus. And also considering the fact that if you have lower tier gear, your characters will also be lower level. It always makes an impact, just maybe not as much as you might think. Bella is busted as a tank? Yes, she is. She's beautiful. Alright, clear 2 more the Fallen, extra rewards, some summons. Prophecy. Okay, we still only have Prophecy left, right? We only have left, right. Did Jellyfish T. Amy bad for Lamia consider summon unit and work with special skill? No. Lamia's, T. Amy's summons and Lamia's bats are not considered summons. You save all your resources for the new champs? Sure. You suggest upgrading head and glove?
Don't come too close.
Headpiece and ring. But also only for DPS. The other ones aren't as important. And the reason is you just get the highest amount of attack. See, this is 168. This is 100, and the chest piece would only be 60, right? Like these ones would be more for like survivability, but it doesn't give you as much reward as if you were to just upgrade a gear piece. Oh, you have Lamine, Lamia, and Doll already maxed. That's sweet. Yeah, you can save. You can save. No gold to upgrade. Let me guess, the Observatory ate all your gold and now you're wondering where it all went? You wouldn't be the first one. You wouldn't be the first one. Alright, time for revenge. On day 1, we weren't even able to beat a single stage. On day 1, we weren't even able to beat a single stage of this fight. We are ready to bust this bastard's face in. So let's take our revenge and show him what we got.
The devil, as you wish.
Yeah, let's go. Currently we're waiting for more DOT stacks to accumulate, because the more DOT stacks there are, the more we can actually do damage with the Hati ult. so that we can get a very sweet Blood Moon. And also that we at least like semi-prepared for any funky moves the boss might come up with. There we go. So at least we've got the first one down. Now the question is, can we also down number 2, right? Can we also down number 2? If we cannot do it in one team, our hopes are significantly diminished. Unless we're talking like maybe 10% HP left. Yeah, if we cannot do this in team 1, it's not looking too good. Let's actually set a proper start hand this time. And where do you pull Transcendence? You just have to get lucky. You can get them from blues, you can get them from you can get them from the Blue Dawn, you can get them from the Premium Banner. They're just more rare than normal SSRs. Yeah, and you can pick one if you want to at 450 blue summons total done. So as like your, you could say, ancestor pity. Nice. Reset time is in 22 minutes. Yes, there is a lot of stuff coming on the 17th. You get a full comprehensive review. This is what's going to look like in an hour and a half. In an hour and a half, I'll publish this video and you'll get everything you could be asking for in regards to the 17th and beyond. Okay. Nice. We were able to beat 2 stages. So the maximum we could have gotten. Come on, 2,000 gems. Close enough. Close enough. I mean, what's the difference between 2,000 and 200, right? It's just numbers in the end. So for this selector ball, you know what we're actually going to pick? Enchanter. So that we can work our way towards a level increase on Acapella's ult. Yeah. Just missing a 0. Yeah, the 0, I think, I don't know, it just got lost in transition somewhere, somehow. I'm not quite sure how that happened. Oh, no wait, it's the wrong server. I thought someone beat me on the hard mode clear on my own server, but we're obviously on a different one. Yeah, we don't really care about like being the very best here. What do we do with this reward chest? Maybe we pick the Soli. I don't know. Because the longer we wait with opening these items, the more valuable they get. So this timer doesn't mean they run out in 8 hours. What it actually means is you take these numbers. You see there's a whole bunch of numbers in your idle system. It multiplies these numbers. So for example, 8 hours worth of gold, you just multiply your gold income currently by 8 hours times 60, 480, right? 480. And yeah, so the reason why we're waiting is because we're not stuck yet, like not truly stuck. And every 5 levels you clear in campaign, normal or hard mode increases these numbers. So the longer we wait with using these items, the more of a reward we get for using them. You tried going against me in PvP and were completely demolished. I need to fix my PvP team. My PvP team is actually kind of whack. I shouldn't be using Van Helsing. You can just counter him with an Augustine. Yeah. Hey, what's up? A bit new to the game. Do you have any advice on team building and gear? Absolutely. So you can go to our channel, right below us, and I have a dedicated video on how to team build that also goes over all the popular teams at the moment, swap-ins, substitutes, and I also have a dedicated video that tells you exactly what you need to do about gearing, and also a dedicated one that breaks down which artifact you want to use on what character. So if you're looking for the best Silver and Blood resources, it is right on the channel in over 100 and something videos within like the last 17 days. Crucible is giving you anxiety. Yeah, Crucible is nasty. But also Crucible isn't even working at the moment. It's like locked until a reset. Daily reset is the most exciting time. Oh, 100%. You can check when the server opened by tower ranking. Click on the box, we'll see time tower stage got cleared.
Cleaning is
Oh, you mean this one? The rate changes? Yeah. Yeah, you can see there that the time tower that the game resets in 16 hours, but you can also just go to the new moon event if you still have it, and it also tells you, right, that 4 hours of in-game time. But if you have like any more direct questions, I can obviously answer them all right here. The overlay ranking. It would be nice to just put a timer in the lobby. No, if you're truly caring about it, and also you'll be able to remember it, right? Like just keep in mind whatever time is for you in your time zone in 16 minutes, and then easy. How did you clear Path of No Return 1-5? I have a dedicated video on it, but the way we will be clearing 1-5 is bring Stereoid Iona, or better said, just bring long-range units. So units like Van Helsing, Selena, Dicarlo, Transcendent Nova, anything that has the long range, they're going to stand outside of the range of the tentacles and be able to like kill them. You can also bring a Bella, because Bella summons take the aggro from the tentacle thingies. Yeah. But I have it like in video form if you want to see us do it. Clive summons look good, but why no one use? Because you can just use a Bella instead.
It's nothing. Just talking to myself.
Oh, you mean... Oh, you're talking about the Blood Moon Rising to see if anybody kicks you out of like the progress here? Sure. Sure. Gotta be careful. Yeah, Clive Jr. was fun, but he does get outscaled just by characters with more stats. But he can be quite useful. But he's not as useful when events are active, because you can just jumpstart your progression to Kingdom Come. And then you're at a point where you don't have to rely on SRs anymore. Okay, did we forget anything? Let's do a checklist. A Cursed Journey, check. Path of No Return, check. Far Side of the Moon, check. Story, stuck. Stuck. Huh? Stuck for now. Prophecy, check. Daily arena fights, check. Tomb of the Fallen, check. Time One Mausoleum, check. Dutchman's Revenge, last stage cleared. Castle,
wander around aimlessly.
Expedition, check. Council Chamber, meeting concluded. Dailies, obviously, check. Clan sign in, done. Member liked, done. Yep, I think we've done everything. New account? No, I obviously only started 2 days ago, and this is our current progress. Rate my progress. Wait, 19,400 blood power? Holy fucking shit, we're a beast. We are a beast. 19,400 blood power in 2 days. Pretty sweet. Yeah, we've been taking advantage of the resources for the story completion. That Daikalo pull? I don't know what you mean. We've been super unlucky with Daikalo summons. See? 1 SSR, nothing, 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 nothing. 1 SSR, and this is unimportant. For explaining what your power is much higher. Yeah, because I know what to invest in, right? So, for example, what are the reasons why our power might be higher than yours? Let's just go through them one by one. We have decent gear on our characters, right? We've been able to clear fragment 7 of the new boss, so we have an average of like blue gear going into purple gear on some characters. We have dedicated all our skill up resources from the chest to purple materials, so that we have level 4 abilities on the basic and the special. We've been working on the ultimate. Same is true for Daikalo, where we've also been working on the ultimate and the special. You can see we've invested a bit of resources into the helmet and the ring. We have our artifact on both our main DPSs. We have an artifact on our tank. Our tank gear is semi-decent. Can we multi-client in this game? You can use blue stacks to get 5 instances running to get the perfect reroll. Yes. Yes, you can. Just like run the same instance, clone it, and let it do the same thing. Yeah, Daikalo's design is awesome, and also her functionality in combat is fantastic. Tihati or Seth for Coffin, I have everybody else who is timeless. If it was between Tihati and any of the others, or between Seth and any of the others, I would say Seth or Tihati in a heartbeat, but the biggest problem for you is the fact that you're stuck on the choice between the two of them. Like, currently Tihati is more relevant, but Seth could very well become necessary, right? So preferably save the coffin until you pull any of the two. That's probably the best. Hey Panda, hello world. Indeed, hello. No, you cannot run multiple PC client instances in here, no. Carla's damage is not bad either. Who the hell is Carla? But Daikalo's damage is really good. Carla? I don't know, but Daikalo's damage, she's doing really well. Alright, you know what? Let's actually rename the stream, change the thumbnail to day 3, and let's just do a bit of more progress, huh? We've been chilling here quite a bit. We've been having fun. So let's make sure we don't mislead anybody, so that when they actually join here, they do know that in fact we aren't on day 2, we are actually on day 3. So yeah, otherwise we're gonna get a lot of questions. Yeah. Boom, and then can I change the thumbnail here? No. Okay, for that we would obviously have to go over here and then just quickly change it to day 3. Huh. Ah, you're now watching day 3. Congratulations, people. All right. How many resets? Minutes until reset? 9 minutes. Ooh. Who? Lamia or Lorelei? Lamia. Yeah, she's most likely going to be a PvP unit. Most likely. You got level 30 Moonlight Faith, going to bed, see ya. Hey, enjoy your good night's sleep. Moonlight Faith for us, yeah, we still need a couple levels. Yeah. We're definitely going to have a whole lot of stuff to do when the day resets, because looking at our current battle power, we can probably beat Nightmare Mode of the Lamia event. So it's most likely going to be time for us to buy the extra entries. Kinda outside the game question, do I have a game I'm waiting for? No, I'm not currently waiting for any game to come out. I don't know about Seth, nothing special, just a healer with some cleanse, never used it over Aeona. I mean, yeah, see, but it's about the fact that her ultimate specifically states ignores heal reduction, ignores heal block, and obviously also the fact that besides Starry-Eyed Aeona, there's no debate that Seth is the best healer, and you, as long as you need to run 2 teams, you do want to run Starry-Eyed and a Seth. Huh? Do you know what the events in the casa are? It says we have 3 events which reset every Monday. Oh, yeah, this one is easy. So, right here, if you made your account after Monday, if you made your account on a, if your account is less than 1 week old and you made it after a Monday, you have to wait for Monday to hit. Once Monday hits for your account, it is going to unlock a story system, and in that story system you'll be able to use these different places as like conversation starters, you could say, and then you can talk to your characters. They're going to tell you like their life story, and you can like immerse yourself in that if you're interested, and if not, at the end of the day you just get affinity items from using these candles. So if you made an account after Monday, then you have to wait for the next Monday to pass for this system to unlock. Amy or Bella for tank, just use both. Or just use whoever you want to use more. There's not a significant enough difference. Especially starting from chapter 14.4 with the immortality artifact. It does get closer and closer. Alright, how many more minutes? 7 minutes, people. 7 minutes until reset. We are getting there. Alright, 3000 BP. And we can try once more. We've legit finished everything.
Time moves faster than
Any joy on today's pulls? We haven't pulled. I mean, if you were there for yesterday's stream, or like the stream like 14 hours ago, nothing much changed. We did get a Bella from a perfect shard, which that was quite huge. Bella from the perfect shards, that was actually quite big. Yeah, you have to be careful with the observatory. You don't want to invest too much there.
Quite interesting.
That's not a customer.
The flow of time and return with one revel in death's embrace. Kiss of fate.
We only have one item in stock. And that's death.
Revel in death's embrace.
That's not a customer.
Kiss of fate.
Alright, they should start charging at some point. Yep.
We only have
Revel in death's embrace.
and that's death.
Listen to Fate's solo performance.
Kiss of
That's not a customer.
Nice.
embrace.
Do we now have to like defeat this tentacle?
Listen to Fate's solo performance.
That's not a
Huh.
customer.
Alright, sure.
Death's embrace.
Are we still, is it dead? It's not dead. I just haven't yet found a time when I actually have enough time in a day to do both things at the same time.
Inevitable.
Bella noises intensifies. Yeah, I know. I just ignore it, right? I don't even notice it as often anymore. It's just somewhere in the backdrop, you know? Bella and her funny words. Does Dacia and Tihati's team need to be a second carry, or is she just there to proc DOTs? Mine sucks even after upgrading her skills in gear. Just make sure that you're also running a tank. Like, just because you're running a Dacia's and a Tihati, you don't want them to be your front line. Yeah, I mean, Dacia, she's just mainly there to work as a secondary DPS, right? But the synergy is just easier to be used with a Daikalo instead of a Dacias. That's just the truth. Yeah, it seems like it that at the moment chapter past 12 isn't voice acted yet, but might change in the future. It's hard to say. Hard to say. The observatory is maxed pretty fast and you get some extra resources for some dailies for crafting. No. I mean, if you spend real money, sure, you probably won't be running out of gold as much. But progressing at the rate you could be progressing while also upgrading the observatory, no. It's multiple millions. Like, sure, you can make slow progress on the side, and also you don't need 15 extra transfusion slots. Like, you don't need that many transfusion slots. Yeah, it's great that you maxed it, but you didn't have to. It's not like you're actually getting any proper benefit. Like, I'm not doubting your ability to have it maxed as a free-to-play. But it's just not something that should be super high priority, because even then, getting 5 extra smelting stones is whatever. Especially once you start looking at the higher pieces. And also it's like an increase that pays off over days. It's not like an instant jump in super crazy rewards. Like, you can take it a bit more relaxed. Did you use the emblems for more power? Not yet. That's the great part. We're waiting for daily reset, and then we can buy out the whole shop to get all the emblems and such. We are on 20,000 power without even having to do that yet. How else am I supposed to convince myself that my 8 copies of Girain is better than Acapella? 8 copies of Girain is really good, but not having a... Like, if you have an Acapella at 0 copies, that's totally fine. Like, Acapella doesn't really need all that many extra copies. Like, having an 8 copy Girain, he's a DPS. He is currently one of the best we have available. So I wouldn't be too sad about an 8 copy Girain. That's a lot of Girains, man. There's a lot of stuff you can do with a lot of Girains. How much can I reset heroes for mats? 100%. As many times as you want, it only costs you 10 gems. You get 100% of the mats back, and it only costs you 10 gems. So you can reset heroes for mats as often as you would like. No limit. The new character also has a scythe? Yes, I think so. From the imagery we've seen, she seems to be... But it's more like she turns her arms into kind of like scythe thingies. Hey, it's reset time. Let's see what we can get. Hey, another survey. So, this is going to be important for us. We're going to get a huge amount of affinity for our Daikalo now. Because of the fact that it is all bloodborne food. She is a bloodborne. So, look at this. 15 levels of affinity. This amount of attack from the affinity is higher than what you would gain if we were to pull 2 additional Daikalos. Right? Affinity on your main carries, on your main units is really important. Really important. Morphing arms? Yeah, I mean, she's a tentacle siren. Yeah.
We look forward to your next visit. Do remember to come back.
Hey, insta clear on the quests. Perfect.
A fulfilling day indeed.
And also you get, if you finish all your affinity items in one character, you get like some extra Hall of Honor points and such. Not pulling for Lamia? No. She enters the normal pool in 4 days. I don't think I'm gonna pull for Lamia. Didn't know you're German. Aw, Mr. Luis Garbschon. Are we having 1 new unit or more? I know of 2. One is on the 17th and the other's on the 24th. Oh. Okay, let's not get confused. There's a lot of things we can do and there's a lot of things we probably shouldn't be doing. So let's make sure we do what we need to do and not lose track of our goals here.
Do you wish to glimpse?
Perfect. Breaking units through to level 81 is definitely high on that list. Daily login, guild login, quickly. Yep, some blood. Let's make sure we like some random guy for some extra coins. Meeting, we've got time, we've got time. What is the max affinity level? 30. 30 for normal units and apparently 40 for ancestors. Yeah. So my Lamia, for example, is affinity level 30. On the main.
From atop the tower. From atop the tower.
Look at that. 6,000 blood power? That is a disgusting her. Yeah, World Chat and Guild Chat would go a long way. They definitely would. I have no idea, right? But yeah, maybe you're speaking the truth. I cannot. Yeah, I have no idea if you need 2 copies for 30 affinity or 3 copies for 40 affinity. I have no clue. You might be right, you might be wrong. Who am I to know? Okay, let's play the trial stages. You know, the only thing I'm a bit sad about, to a degree, you could say, is our percentage level on buffs. Right? Like our percentage level on buffs for or for the extra coinsies is kind of bad. Wait, no, is Bella part of the story? Do we get like 30% extra boost because we have a Bella now? We have to check the list of boosted characters again.
And that's death.
With the chariot in hand.
Nice. Alright, so stage 1-3 cleared. Who are the boosted characters? Oh yeah, Bella is a 40% one. That is fantastic. That is amazing. That is nice to see. Can we afford 2 more?
See anything you like?
Okay, let's do a 10 push. Let's do a perfect shot and see if we can get another booster. Should you save your gems for the next update? At this point, you might as well. It's like 4 days away. You might as well. All right, people. Let's do a 10 pull. See what we can get. An SSR would be fantastic. We're currently on how much pity? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, we can go 1 more without a guaranteed SSR. So let's see if it happens. Bang. Bang. Let's go. Beautiful. I get something. I see what it is. Okay, Jones.
I'll stand firm against the enemy.
Jester.
This time, I'll risk everything.
Hearty. Okay. Sure. Maybe we have to like work on our wish list, but I guess Hearty copy is not too bad. Not that I'm really gonna be able to use her because we have a Transcendent Hearty. Maybe we should have taken her off considering the fact that we do have in fact a Transcendent Hearty. That's on us. That's on our wish list situation. So my fault. Definitely. Definitely my fault on that one.
We look forward to your next visit.
Hey, Otavia. Is Otavia boosted? No, right? Who do we need to get boosted for the Lamia event? Obviously Lamia, yeah, I know. But who else do we need to get more points? Okay, we currently have a 60% chance. Getting a Spectre, Gilrain, Kane, Ressor, or Lamia. I mean, we are doing a lot of extra attempts, so something like a 60 to 80% chance would be useful. I mean, we're not there yet, so we might as well. We might as well make our way there and see what happens.
Finally, my turn.
So we have everything else ready. Our boosted characters are ready. Let's try and use them all. So 60% chance. We do have the BP lead. But this is also just easy story, so we can afford to just bring whoever the fuck. Does Bellati, Noah, and Cecia a good universal PvE team? Yeah, you could say so. And then just add in like a Acapella or Daikalo plus a healer, and you have a pretty solid team. Hey, we got the bonus. All right, confession.
Allow me to congratulate.
This is quite interesting.
That's not a customer.
We should probably be using Stereoid instead of Acapella. What does it matter? What are we doing? Oh shit, it's the big boy. I'm the big man.
Let's
Is it better to level up damage dealer to cap or level up everybody equally?
Is that all? How
It like I always say it depends on how much you're relying on transfusion units, right? The more you're relying on transfusion units, the more equally you should level everybody. But in general, it's not too bad if you just max out your DPS first. Like you can just max out your DPS first and then pull everybody else back. But only maybe do like 1 DPS rather than just the 2 of them already. Yeah, like for example for us we have Carlo at like level 90, everybody else at like level 80 towards level 81.
this is quite interesting.
Are we in the CC program? I did get a message that said we survived the initial screening, you could say, but I haven't yet heard back after my response. But we gotta be realistic here. It's still the weekend, right? So I expect like maybe some more information and the like by Monday. Maybe they'll be like, forget about it, you suck.
The chariot in hand. This is quite interesting.
That's not a customer.
Okay, so the game plan here is quite straightforward, people. We're going to clear out this stage, use the coins to buy ourselves 3 normal summons, to then try a 10 pull in hopes of pulling an SSR that is boosted for the event, so that we can buy the extra entries to get more rewards. Yeah. That's the basic plan. Can I do lore videos? At some point I can probably do lore videos. But especially now for like the next 2 weeks, maybe. I'll hopefully be kept busy with the new update and all that good stuff. Okay, temple. Let's do a temple, then we have to do the challenge stage. Man, there's so much to do. I have to be careful that I don't lose track of the main objective. Bang! Bang! Oh! It is in fact an SSR! Sweet! Come on, give us a boosted character. Give us like a Ressa, Spectre, Gilrain, Kane. Wait, we don't even have Kane on the list, right? Oh shit, we can only get a Ressa if we're talking boosted characters. Whoops.
I will provide support.
Let's see what we can get.
I'll stand firm against the enemies before.
Allow me to accompany you. Just Octavia.
Another Octavia.
I'll stand
Okay,
firm against
that's
the
our second Octavia today. We didn't even own her before. But yeah, oh no, we could have gotten a Spectral Gilrain. He is on our altar, in fact. So, it was a 2 in 15 for us to actually get a boosted character. So that plan did not end up working out, unfortunately. The luck of the account really turned around? You could say so. Back to back is indeed very sweet. Okay, we have to beat the Daikalo trial stage, right? Yeah.
This is quite interesting.
Hey Remu, what's up?
Solo performance.
And for those of you wondering, oh, why aren't you buying the extra attempts for the Daikalo stage instead? Don't you have the boosted character? It's about BP requirement. Like, the BP requirement for beating the Daikalo stage is just higher than for the Lamia stages. Yeah. That's pretty much the reality of it. Okay, we have a whole bunch of resources now, from the daily clears, from the login and stuff, but we're still stuck.
I've been waiting.
on getting enough divine blood. How many characters do we have past 81 now? Dicarlo, Augustine, Aeona, and we need 2 more in Gestil and Seti. Yeah. So every single sign is pointing towards us getting the extra entries for the Lamia event. Shit. Yay. No, I think it's fine. Wanna know why? Because we got the Lamia event first, and then everybody got time to prepare for the Daikalo event based on or with the resources from the Lamia event. So it at least kept it a bit more engaging. And I'm confident we can reach the... how much? But low. But indeed, in fact, yeah. Personality is complete. Nice, we have a personality. Woo! I always wanted to get some personality. Now I don't have to worry about it as much anymore. $19,000 BP. You know what? Let's bring Daikalo to level 100. We have the resources. So let's bring her to level 100. Should be nice. Extra BP boost. And then we can just slowly push everybody else up.
Welcome.
Okay, we have this out of the way. Some extra.
Oh, were the previous items not?
Most rare resource, Divine Blood. Like, the order of resources goes Soul is the easiest, then it's Blood Essence, and then it's Divine Blood. Divine Blood is by far the most rare, so it goes Soul, Divine Blood Essence, and then Divine Blood, which is also why you should be using all of your attempts on the Nightmare Divine Blood stages to break through these Divine Blood thresholds. Alright, let's buy the first set of attempts. Let's buy 20. Yeah, let's buy 20 and see how far we can get. How do you do multi-instance? I have a pop-up in game that says there's multiple connections. You can do multi-instance on emulator, but on PC client or the like, you probably won't be able to. But I gotta be honest with you, I haven't even tried it. Like, I cannot even 100% guarantee you that multi-instance works on emulator. I'm just assuming.
Did we overdo it?
Is our BP actually 20,000 even though we're putting in these trash units? No, it isn't, okay. So it is calculating the highest we have. Yeah, sure, then it might as well. If they're looking for 20,000, they're gonna get 20,000. No, I would expect like maybe 40, like the maximum of the feelings I would say is probably like $40, but you also get like resources worth 20 to like 30 to 40 bucks in the skin packs. That's the way I would probably see them doing it. Daikalo is crucial as a unit, absolutely. 2,000 gems and 30 pulls, still no Lamia dupes. You're trying. You're trying your best, and that's all we could ever ask of you, huh?
This is interesting. Moonlight
That's not a
revelation.
customer.
Revel in death's embrace.
That's not a
Listen to
customer.
my solo performance.
Kiss of fate.
That's not a customer.
Revel in death's embrace.
Stage 11 on Nightmare. Yeah, we should be getting there. We might also fail because it is like what, 22k for us to beat the stage?
This is quite interesting. Kiss
That's
of
not a
fate.
customer.
Revel in death's embrace.
That's not a customer.
The flow of time and return what once was. Revel in death's embrace.
That's not a customer.
Revel in death's embrace.
That's not a customer.
Revel in death's.
Is Nightmare good to grind? Yes, it's absolutely crucial for you to grind Nightmare. It is really, really important for you to make proper progression.
Revel in death's embrace.
Yes, 900 gems is a lot, but it is money well spent. Or gems well spent, you could say. Yeah, it's all about stage LH and DH11 and the concept of using the gems to get more Divine Blood to break through the thresholds.
Revel in death's embrace.
Listen to my solo performance.
Revel in death's embrace.
That's not a customer.
The flow of time and return what once was. Revel in death's embrace.
Stereoid and I'm breezing through the game. Nice. Yep, that's the reason why we picked Stereoid from our selector, because we were lucky enough to get a copy of Acapella, so we could just pick Stereoid from the selector. She is fantastic.
Solo performance.
Whoops.
Death's embrace.
Does Siona heal or only shield? She heals based on characters having a shield active. Like, the second time you start applying shields with Iona, she then heals up until the shield gets broken. The healing part is in her talent, so you would have to read her talent if you want to get it a bit more specific, huh? How good is the quick equip? Can I just hit it and forget about it, or do I actually need to read? Quick equip is perfectly fine, you don't need to read. Like, de-equip all the gear and then quick equip based on like gear priority. Because, or you mean quick equip for stages. Like quick equipping heroes, bad idea. Quick equipping gear, totally fine. Because it just picks the gear with the most stats for your character. So, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't care that much that Carlo was OP. I just really liked her design and the ultimate goes crazy. Shh. We don't talk about the true reason why we need that Carlo. We don't talk about the special Carlo reason. We just all say she's that good, huh? We all say, yeah, it's because she's that good, bro. So, who are pushing faction towers should be wise to not go over 50 and wait till Lime and Carlo go standard. They might appear on those shots. They will. They are guaranteed. Like, I already have the information that they'll appear starting from the 17th in perfect shards. So, if you want more Lami and Carlo copies, stop using perfect shards. Yeah. Does it automatically detect what faction is? The gear depends on the vessel. Yes, it automatically gives the character whichever gear would be higher. So if there's a faction exclusive piece that would give you more stats than a non-faction piece, it automatically equips it on the vessel.
With the chariot in hand.
Oh, the faction towers one? No. I don't think the faction towers one are gonna get included in that though. It said rare, perfect, it said rare, great and perfect shards. So I don't know. Should I save my 30 normal banner pull and wait for Lamia and Carlo? No. Yes. I mean, it depends on where you are in the game, right? Like, it heavily depends on where you are in the game. Like, are you still looking for copies of characters to just fill out your roster? Were you looking for someone for, I don't know, for the prophecy? Like, did you need to do the pulls? Was there something useful you could have gotten? Like, for us, we're still summoning because we are in need of more characters, regardless of who they are, for the most part.
It's not enough. I've yet to...
Alright, the only real battle we need to defeat, LH 11112, isn't all that important for us. So this is the only one we truly care about. Nice. Did she just suicide? I don't know, looked like it. Is T. Amy, Bella, Seria, Leona, Capella and Hazing a good comp? No. You would probably like someone like a Daikalo or a Lamia or somebody else as like your main DPS, but it can work. Like the real issue with Van Helsing is you cannot aim him, right? You cannot like aim him in any specific direction. Yeah, you can take out a tank and introduce a secondary source of DPS instead. Nightmare mode who? What's going on? Defeat the summons. I wish I could. Ah. Just took a bit of time for the big guy to spawn. Nice. Oh, my current team is Aeona, Bella, Daikalo, Lamia and Helsing. Should I swap Helsing for a Capella? Aeona, Bella, Daikalo, Lamia, Helsing. You could. You could. Might lead to better results. Okay. So, how many runs do we have to buy so that we can solve our divine blood problem? Or do we just run them all at a 60% chance and just be like, we'll be fine? You know what? We'll be fine.
Is the right time according to fate?
Not too bad. I think we only missed out on like 30%. No, we're alright. Like we're most likely going to have enough to buy out the full shop anyway. So 5 premium summons, 7 normal summons, couple hours. Or at least we're going to get close, huh? Going to get close to being able to do this. So now for now, let's make sure we do get these fragments, and we do want the bloodborne fragments. Now we're close. Not quite there, but also not too far. And then let's go with Kingdom. Yeah, and then some extra divine blood tropes. So we can go to church. Yeah, I'm mostly done here. That is nice. Okay, now we have to be careful though. Arena completion. What do we want to do? First, let's upgrade our thing right here in one swoop. So let's go to level 11. Introduce the bloodborns to level 11 too. Get the ancestry up to level 4. Church level 11. Kingdom level 11. Medium armor. And I guess heavy equipment and light equipment, we'll buy those later. Oh, I guess light equipment we'll also have next. Sweet, 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 sweet. How's the free-to-play going? We're doing very well for ourselves, I would say. How are we looking? 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Do we hold? Yeah, I mean we need the gems to buy out the next event. Okay, so for now, we need to figure out how much divine blood we need to get everybody past 80. So we need 1,800. Let's check out our resources. We can get 4,600. But the reason why we're not going to get 4,600 is because we get more out of these if we just wait until we hit the next wall. So 1,800 right here, which we can then use to break these guys through.
For the mission.
Not you. There we go. And now the goal is to go to level 90.
I can now spot targets clearly from even greater distances.
Cause and effect
Okay.
intertwine.
All things cycle.
Level 100, level 90, level 90, level 86, level 81. We're running out of soli. Soli. We are so soli. We don't have enough soli. What's the best way to get soli? You have the same problem. If you need a massive amount of soli quick,
Quite interesting.
you would have to play the nightmare stages and use your attempts. You would have to play the nightmare stages and use your attempts to get extra soli, right? If you want them quick, you would have to play, what is the stage? LH15 and DH15. But outside of that, mainly it's just playing your dailies and just getting soli that way. And obviously event stages, right? But soli is something more of a passive resource. It's nothing you specifically farm for. It is just something you get by clearing story stages, by clearing achievements, by login events and such. So soli normally isn't something you have a spot, like a dedicated spot to just farm for. How many extra summons? 0. I do 0 extra summons. Besides the free one, right? Like, sure, you can do extra summons, but it is 2 hours worth of every single resources without it being like dedicated. I would rather spend my gems for more summons and also more event rewards, because every single event you'll have to pay 900 gems to fully max out the event. And rather than spend it on like extra summons, I rather just spend them in an event shop and just get max rewards there. But yeah, I don't do any extra summons. But if you want to, you can do the 51 each day. Just keep in mind you're paying 1,500 gems a month if you do the 51 each day. It does add up rather quickly.
This is quite interesting.
That's not a customer.
Revel in death's embrace.
But yeah, I hope we can actually do the same thing shortly before the event ends. And hopefully we can clear the nightmare stage for some more divine blood, because we're definitely going to be needing it.
My return from hell.
Did we overdo it?
This is quite interesting.
Isn't it great how Stereoid Aeona is a rated up character in this event? I just really like that.
That's not a customer.
So we have a easy 100% bonus with the Daikalo and the Stereoid. Who's better to max gear and affinity first? Lamia or Daikalo if they're both your main DPS? The one you have more copies of? Probably. Just started day 2, pulled Tia Noah. Should I put everything from Noah into him and forget the original? I mean, you're going to have to swap away from Noah anyway once you hit level 80. Because unless you pull another Noah copy, he's going to be stuck at level 80. But yeah, you're not going to be using the normal Noah at all anyway, yeah. Lead 1 my Lamia for A3. Should I keep pulling or save? Just save. You get her from the basics. Just save. Like at this point, save. Lamia way bigger than Daikalo. It's fine. Like at this point, save. You're getting her from everywhere. Wait, why? How did we end up in story? Weren't we just in the nightmare mode of the event? Damn it.
This is quite
You thought Lamia was going to be a limited? No, it's only a limited raid up. It is only a limited raid up. It said it on every single piece of information that from the 17th, Lamia is going to enter perfect charge, she's going to enter the friendship pool, she's going to enter the normal pool, she's going to enter the rare shards. So yeah, you'll have enough opportunities, and that's the reason why it's not that important that you finish Lamia off past like the 3 main copies, because you get your copies otherwise, right? You'll have enough ways to slowly work your way towards maxing her out. Suggestion for scenario team, please. You need to be a bit more specific. I'm kind of confused. There's a lot of things you could be meaning with that sentence. So if you could be a bit more specific, maybe we could help you out more dedicatedly, more specifically. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep going for dupes until you pass 160. Dude, you're not going to have a trouble with the 160 wall. The 160 wall is non-existent. That's a spooky ghost that Nika players can't get out of their heads. Alright. One more temple. Bang. Bang. Ha! We're on a roll. Another one. DJ Khaled. Lamine dupe? Imagine. Jenny.
Here again.
Noah. Catherine. Leo.
Allow me to accompany you.
Iona.
Here again.
Noah. Jones. Jenny.
Would you like to see my homeland, buried deep beneath the waves?
All right, sorry for this. I had to do a bit of housekeeping, and it also gave me an opportunity to, kind of realize what's going on. I'll obviously give you a bit more of insight. Let's see if there's anything else hidden in here. Luckily not. This account, or better said, this account has now pulled the same amount of ancestors as my main account.
A fulfilling day.
And my main account is currently sitting at roughly 5 times the amount of embraces done. And past that, we also now own 2 ancestors that I don't have on my main, right? On my main, I only have a Lamine and 2 Noahs. Is this account better than? No, it's not even comparable. This account is a little speck of dust in comparison to to my main. They aren't even in the same universe. And they hopefully never will be. Otherwise, what did I do with all my time that I invested into my main account? If I cannot even beat out a free-to-play on day 3, right? Like, what did I do? Laze around? $12.8 looks like a massive wall to pass where you kill someone and they heal like crazy. Find a unit to keep the 3 enemies busy and then slaughter the hell out of the healers. Yes. Yeah, I mean, our Lamia on our main account has over 75% of our total BP on this account. Like, our Lamia currently sits on, I think it's 16,750 BP. So, it's not even a discussion. Not having Seth on both is kind of strange. I also don't have Iagaris on any of them. So, yeah. Make of that what you will. Huh?
Don't wander around aimlessly.
Weird stuff. So we did actually also now pull an Ancestor from Standard Summons, huh? Are Ancestors better than Transcendents? They're the same thing. So, Ancestors is the faction they all belong to, but Noah, Hati, and Amy are just called Transcendents, while Incendiary Agaris is just the Incendiary version of Agaris, and Seth and Lemine are just like the leader of the church versus leader of the Bloodborne type of deal. It's the same thing. Agaris felt strong when I faced him in the PvP? Yes. What team can you give for Clive, Tomb of the Fallen? Let me see. For Clive, you have 2 choices. Either you listen to what I'm about to tell you, or you watch my dedicated Clive guide that I uploaded 2 days ago, and it might give you a better insight. But what I can recommend for Clive is 1 unit single target, 1 unit AoE, and then your standard healer, your standard a cappella healer tank formation. Or even, you could even try warrior healer a cappella double damage dealer. But yeah, what you need to do is make sure you kill the wolves early and you always have a single target / AoE ability ready to deal with them. You can easily pick Seth from Coffin. You're right. Yeah, we would have an easier choice picking from the Coffin. But I don't know if we were going to pick Seth. Do I go for Tinoa on the Ancestor Coffin? Do you already have Tihati and Seth? If you do, you're missing. Okay, you're missing Agaris and Tinoa. You can go for Tinoa, but both perform around similar-ish. It depends. 2 Ancestors? No, we have 3. My big guy. We now have 3. This is old news. Where is she? There we go. We actually have 3 Ancestors now. Stupid shit. Stupid shit, I tell you.
You get lost.
You know, the worst part is we're not even really using, like, we're not really going to be using T. Amy or Lemine, but we have them, right? We're not really going to be using them, but we do have them.
Come, let us begin.
Alright, Soli, we need more Soli. Yep, definitely. I told you 3 times the charm, right? I told you 3 times was going to be the charm. Or 3rd time, to be exact. Yeah, we have a lot of things to push. We have a lot of things we can make progress with. We do technically also have the ability to just give ourselves a bunch of soul. You know what? We're probably gonna do that. Just give ourselves a bunch of Soli. Like maybe 500k. So we can work a bit more on our levels.
Become lost.
Ah, we need more divine blood or pure blood essence. But I don't want to use the pure blood essence reward because we could technically be getting more for it. Yeah, we would have to push story if I want to use these and such. Yeah, but this is a task for later today. You can use them to push the ancestral only dungeon. Yes, I can. But you know what? Or do I wait a bit longer? I kind of want to publish my video, but I don't want to be live when I publish it, because that's kind of ass. Let me see. I mean, we have a lot we could push for. We have a lot we could push for. But it's also not too bad if we wait like an hour, 2 or 3 before we go live again. Yeah, I think I do need the downtime. I've basically been awake again. I've been just doing game stuff here. Okay, people. I ask of you only one thing. And it's not even anything crazy, because we will probably do it anyway. But I'm going to share a link with you. This video is going to go live right now, right here. The video I'm talking about is... Let me see if I can find it. This one. So for any of you interested in what happens after the 17th, I'll be publishing the video right here, right now. I'll be sending you the link. And the only thing I would like you, or would ask for you to do, would be to just give the video a watch. It is definitely worth your time. It is definitely going to be something worth waiting for, or something worth watching. So I'll be sharing the link right here, and I just want to give the video time to breathe. So we'll be live in like 3 to 4 hours again. I also need a bit of time to like get myself some food, maybe like relax a bit. So yeah, that's the only thing that I'll be asking of you. And you would be doing me a great favor. And if you want to, a like or a subscription, like or comment on the video would be fantastic. But as usual, no requirements. So let me publish the video and let me have you enjoy it. There you go. Out right now. If anybody wants to know what happens from the 17th, every single thing, you can watch it right here, right now. And thank you all so much. It's been, as usual, an absolute pleasure bringing this to you. And I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. And we see each other on the other side. Yep. We see each other in like 2 to 3 hours. I get myself some food. I'm getting fucking hungry. Bye bye old account? No. That one is still very much alive. We also still have to push the prophecy today. So stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. Enjoy the video.